Welcome back to the YouTube channel. First of all, thank you so much for watching the channel. Thank you so much for being so supportive. The comments, the messages that I'm getting, it actually works. YouTube works. So today we're gonna talk about a lot in Calgary. If you have a house in Calgary, that's considered lot. What we consider lot is lot value. So basically the house is old and you can build on it. So if you're looking to sell anything like that, message me below and I'm gonna be able to connect you with a builder that can buy from you in a matter of weeks or week even. If it's a good lot, we can get it done in a few days. We're gonna talk about the 5 signs why a lot is a good lot or it's a bad lot. And I'm gonna start with number 1, which is the most important. It's the location. But keep watching until the end, because at the end is the second most important and it's a juicy one. I'm gonna give it to you. You'll see at the end. So number 1, location. Location obviously is the most important. Are you inner city? Are you close to transit? Is your place close to groceries? Is your place close to a highway? Is it behind a busy street? Is it behind a park, right? Is it close to a really good school? Is it northwest? Is it southwest? Is it southeast, right? So those things are gonna determine, first of all, the price of the lot. So that is number 1. Number 2 that we're gonna get into, zoning. Now, as you probably know, Calgary has been zoned to RCG already. And you will think that everything is RCG, meaning you can build more on it, but we still have issues with the city in terms of building. So if your land was zoned before the new zoning, so if somebody went through the process of zoning it already, then your lot is way easier to build on, like right away. They can take it, they can build on it easier. If it was zoned RCG with the zoning of the whole city, then it's a little bit more complicated and they will have to wait a little bit more for building. So if the builders are waiting more, then they have to take more money out of the pocket, then they cannot pay premium for your lot, right? So this is super important. Another thing about zoning that I can talk about is if you're zoned RCG, or you can be zoned HGO. HGO has way more density, so you can build a lot more on that lot. So let's say you can build a certain percentage on RCG, on HGO you can build a higher percentage, right? You still have to be between a few points that they say, so you still have to have the minimum parking, which is still half a parking spot per unit, but you can build more, so you can build a bigger building, right? You can have a zoning that has commercial, right? MC, that's commercial. Depending on the zoning, then the lot can cost more. So let's say a parcel of land that is 50 by 120 on an RCG, or a parcel of land that is MC1, it's gonna cost a little bit more, right? And then the location, depending where it's located, is gonna cost more, because you can do, let's say, a building. Instead of doing only townhouses on it, you can do a big building on it, right? So that's gonna cost more, obviously. So that's that. Now we're gonna get into number 3, is what you can build on it. That what we were discussing before. So I have builders that are interested in building only single family homes, which most of the time are done on a 25 wide lot, which we call skinnies. So they take a 50 wide lot and they split it in 2. That's the basic that for single family homes. But the best would be to do on a 27 wide, on a 30 wide, on a 33 wide, you know. As wider as you get, you can build a better house and you can build a luxury home, right? On a 25, you can still build a luxury home, but it still feels like too tight. 2, 3, 4, 5 feet more can make a huge difference on a building. So that's number one. Number two, they can build duplexes. Same thing on a 50, they build 2 duplexes, right? With one wall in between that's gonna be shared by left and right. And then you can build on a corner lot or on an inner lot. Inner lot starts to be a little bit more difficult now to build 4plexes with 4 legal suites, but the best are the corner lots. So corner lots still have a good value. So that's another thing that you can build. 4plexes with 4 legal suites, so multifamily. Or they can build apartment buildings. Apartment buildings, you can build low rise, mid rise, high rise. High rise, you have to have a certain zoning, even for low rise, the same thing. So depending on the location, you can build different things, right? So now we're gonna get into number 4, which is inner lot or corner lot. Is your property on an inner lot or corner lot? If you are on an inner lot, this is just a rule of thumb. So let's say, I can give you a specific example actually. Let's talk about bonus. So bonus, inner lot, it should be around 600,000. If it's more than 625, maybe it's because of the street. Most of the streets right now, as I'm making this video, it should be around 625. 600 to 625. If you're getting under 600, you're getting a great deal, right? So that's an inner lot. Now a corner lot is gonna cost you anywhere from 100 to 200,000 more, depending on the street, depending on how big it is, depending what's backing into, what's facing, and all those things that we already talked about. So that's the difference between an inner lot and a corner lot. Corner lot is way more valuable. Also, if you're building multifamily, for example, you're gonna have more parking around the corner. You just have more options to put your doors in a different way, to put your design in a different way. So it's way more like wanted, a corner lot, and it's easier to get approval from the city. So now the last but not least, the juicy one that I was telling you I'm gonna give you at the end, number 5 is how important is for your lot the width and how big is the lot. It's not just how big is the lot, because you can have it 25 wide and super long, and it's not gonna help us much. So the wider the lot is, the higher the price you can ask. Because if you're wider, you can put more doors in the front. If you're deep, it's way more difficult to put doors if you're deep, right? So the wider you are, the more you can build. You can build houses this way. It's more difficult to build houses this way. Not necessarily that it's difficult. It would be more difficult from the city to let you do that, you know? Now, depending where you are in the city, depending if you're outside, inside, inner city, but always keep this in mind. The wider your lot is, the more it's gonna cost. That's where the money is, in width, not length, okay? If you wanna know how much your property is worth, send me a text below, call me, and I can give you an exact amount. I'd like to give not necessarily super exact. I want to give you a difference of 25 to 50,000, because depending on the timing when you're gonna go on the market, and also how you want to price it, how aggressive you want to price it, I always give a 25 to 50,000 difference. So it can be between 700 or 750 or anything like that, right? So thanks so much for watching. Also, if you are a builder looking for lots inner city, or if you're an investor looking for multifamily in Calgary, I'm gonna drop below my link to my off-market group in WhatsApp. We got an off-market group for investors, and I'm just building right now an off-market group for builders. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Have a great weekend.